Welcome to the show.
Right in the
Coffee
morning,
with Nikkie.
right
In this morning show, we are here to inspire you
About building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way.
right in the morning.
Just put your mind to it.
Coffee with Nikkie. Coffee with
Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm yawning. Brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie, oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning, wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
We are live and welcome to Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You already know what to do. Soon as you walk in, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget to click subscribe. Now grab your pen, your pad, and your coffee because it's time to get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Y'all see my pajama pants? Yes, I do wear my pajama pants when I am doing Coffee with Nikkie in the morning. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? I have to adjust myself because I moved some things around. So, got to get myself situated. How's everybody doing this amazing morning? Today we got some sunshine. We got some sunshine going on outside. Yesterday was actually really warm. So, the other days before that was really, really cold. Like, I'm pretty sure I had to take everything off of the branches everything out of the garden that I could use because of the frost. So I took out some cucumbers. I left the eggplant on there, but I probably should take it. I told you guys all the corn is already gone. What did I take? I bought cucumbers in, tomatoes, and the carrots. I bought all of those in, and so that is where we're at with the garden. So the garden is actually done for the year, for the season. I was going to do a fall garden, but I'm not going to do a fall garden. I really should because I could do like greens and kales and stuff like that, but since the deer and everything is not gonna mess with it in the fall, I don't think, but we'll see. How's everybody doing? And I started rambling before I even introduced myself. Hey everybody, I am Miss Nikkie. I am the host of Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. I am also known as the Dean of Bubble Babes University, and that is Bubble Babes, Babez University, not an S. I don't know what you're gonna get if you put an S in there. So make sure you put the Z in there, Bubble Babes University, and join the community. The community is free. You'll have lots of information. You'll also have the replays to Coffee with Nikkie. I actually put my notes in about conversion yesterday. It's actually in the Honor Society. So if you would like to join the Honor Society, which is our all access membership, you have access to previous videos, classes, free classes, downloads, resources. Everything is in there. So if you would like to take advantage of that, you can also join the Honor Society. It's not mandatory. You can, do the free community first and then join the Honor Society. Totally up to you, however you want to do it. So let's see who is in the building. All right, so good morning, Alpha Bree. You are first this morning. Good morning. How are you all doing so far? Everybody, I am doing amazing. Everybody who's in this room should be putting I'm blessed. As soon as you walk in the room, put I'm blessed, because if you are in your same mind, you can hear, you can think, you can feel, your heart is beating, your blood is pumping, you're moving around. You're good. You're blessed. And you are already winning. So make sure that you put I'm blessed in the chat. And what else do I want to say? Make sure that you know what you got to do. As soon as you walk through the door, make sure you hit the thumbs up. All right. So Alpha Bree says, good morning, all. Miss Betty Rose is in the building. Betty Rose says, I am blessed. Yes, and yes. Good morning, Latrice. How are you today? Cousin is in the building. Cousin is what? The best moderator on earth, the best moderator on earth. Yes, 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 indeed. She is in the building this morning. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois says, I'm blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Angie. Angie said, good morning. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. Chantel says, good morning, BBU. Good morning, Melissa. Melissa says, good morning, everyone. I am blessed. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim's in the building, and she said, good morning, lovelies. Big Meech is in the building. Big Meech said, good morning, everyone. I'm training right now. Oh, okay. So you may be in and out, right? Hey, Tracy. Tracy's in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tracy said, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning. She is back to work today, but listening. Oh, okay. Vacation is over. Are you in the office or are you working from home today? Good morning, praiseworthy candles. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Earth. That's right. I am blessed. Yes, everybody put I am blessed in the chat. I am blessed. So this week we are going to focus on conversion, right? We're focusing on you have people lurking on your page and they're not turning into followers or buyers. You have people on your website, they're visiting, but they're not converted into buyers, right? You have people that are consuming your emails, but again, they're not turning into buyers. So, what do we need to do in order for us to make sure that we convert them into customers? And after we convert them into customers, we're going to convert them into advocates because we want them to be out there speaking about our products, loving our products, and selling it for us in rooms and places and spaces that we are not even in, right? So, we want to make sure that they have the best experience ever so that they can share that out with the world. And since we are getting ready, this is Q4 and we are getting ready to have the most amazing end of the season ever, we need to make sure that we do all of the things that are possible in order for us to be successful. So we are doing conversion week. Last week we did communication. This week is all about conversion. All about conversion. So yesterday we focused on a few things. We didn't get through everything. So I want to just know in the chat, are there any key takeaways that you guys have from yesterday? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. If you enjoyed yesterday's class and there was some information that you learned about, put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. If you already knew what we were talking about, but you just needed that little bit of confirmation, or you just was like, oh, okay, I see what I could do, put number two. Put number two in the chat. If you just needed that little bit of confirmation to say yes, put it into action. One, if you that was something new, you had revelation, you're going to start doing things differently. And two, if you needed that extra nudge, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Cousin said, good morning, praiseworthy candles, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, and yes. So I got my notes, so I still have the same notes. These notes are in the Honor Society. So, because I had gave you all of the notes, you'll be able to download these right out the Honor Society as opposed to what I did yesterday with Coffee with Nikki, right? All right, so good. We got some twos in the chat. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get into it. So, any takeaways that you had from yesterday? Any takeaways? Yesterday we had spoke about awareness. We spoke about good morning, Deltra. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yesterday we spoke about awareness, right? The custom people being your potential customers being introduced to your business and your brand, right? So we have them the introduction, so awareness. Then we had interest, right? They're interested, and now you need to give them some more information. Now you need to make sure that they know who you are, what you're all about. So you're dating them at this point, right? The intent, the intention to purchase a product, right? They may be intent, they may have the intention to purchase, or they are going to keep you in the back of their mind for another event, or somebody's gift or something like that, right? And so they're going to keep you in mind when it's time to come for a gift. So you have the intention, and when they're in that stage, you want to make sure that you are not influencing them. That's not the word that I want to use. The word is you're giving them more information about you. You're helping them to make an informed decision. You're helping them to decide that you are the best choice out of all of the other options. You are the option to pick, and this is where you are really selling yourself. This is where you're saying, this is why I stand apart. I stand apart. I was thinking in my head, this is why I'm hot. This is why you are sharing with them your unique selling point, your unique selling perspective, right? You're showing them that, right? And so since you're showing them why you are so special and what's so different about your service and your product, this is where they're going to make that decision. Yes, this is where they're going to start deciding what they're going to do. And so that is where we got to yesterday. And so today we have a few more steps that we are going to go down along the way. Is there any questions that anybody has as far as the previous steps? So we had awareness, interest, and awareness, interest, and intent. Good morning, Z. Good morning, good morning, good morning. D sent me the thing. I did not do it yet. So I said I would do it right after Coffee with Nikki, so I can see if I can make my AI character hold my product. So we're gonna see. And oh, okay. So before we get into all of the conversion, since I'm talking about it, did you guys see? Okay, I'm rewinding. Okay, so do you notice that if you took a picture, this because I know a lot of people are not onto the character building on the AIs, right? So you didn't build people yet. But on in your pictures, like if some of your head is cut off, or maybe your arm is cut off, or you know what I'm saying, a portion of your body is cut off, and you are limited on the way that you could use the picture on Canva. I just did a hack in my not I didn't do a hack, but I copied what somebody else did, and I was like, let me see if this works. And it legit worked. It was absolutely what I needed. Why? Because there are a lot of pictures that I cannot use because I cut some of my hair off, or I cut the top of the head off, or maybe my hand and my arm is not there, or something like that. And you can use Canva, and you can expand the picture, which is going to fill in the spaces that got cut off. How dope is that? Like, so if I wanted to use my whole body in the picture, I don't have to just use all the way up to the top to where it gets cut off. I'm able to have my whole head into the picture, and then I just, you know what I'm saying? Then I move it wherever I want. So, I'm excited about that. Super excited about that. No, you can zoom to put in the rest. And custom to change. Okay. I work for a hospital, so I have to take training classes yearly. Got you. One of them is what to do during an active shooting. Got you. It causes me anxiety, and I'm in training for it now. Okay, got it. No, no, no. That's let us know. Let us know, because when you take that class, you can come back and give us some information. I don't know how much you can let us know, but you could say something, you could give some tips. Just saying, we got kids in school. We got people, you know what I'm saying? We got people everywhere. We go shopping in the mornings. We go shopping, period, and there's always things going on. So yes. Yes, yes, and yes. It's not relevant to this moment, but it's relevant to life. And so I'm definitely taking it. And because you said it, it's something that needed to be said. So we good with that, Meech. No worries. No worries, no worries, no worries. No, you can zoom to put the rest in. You can zoom in and put the rest in even if it's not there. Are you talking about Midjourney or Canva? D. And custom to change. Let me see. Let me see. My makeup is a little, my eyelashes. Gotta get it together. Now we won't worry where you are. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. So while I'm waiting for D, you know I'm gonna be like, hit me in the inbox, girl, because I need to know. I need to be able to share it. So, okay, Midjourney. Oh, okay, got you, got you, got you. Got you. All right, so we're gonna get into before we get into the next stuff. I need to know, what did you take away from yesterday? What were your key takeaways from yesterday? Key takeaways from yesterday. Make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. What were your key takeaways from yesterday? Yesterday, and I will recap with my notes. Yesterday, we said The awareness stage, right? You understand your audience. This is where you get your potential customers. This is where they first learn about who you are, about your brand, right? They don't really know too much, but they know of you, right? And so this is where you kind of like, this is the first meeting, right? Not the first date, but the first meeting. And this is the beginning stage. The next stage is the interest stage. Hey, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. Hit the arrow, hit the left and right arrows. All right. Let me tell you something. D gonna be teaching this mid-journey class in a minute. In a minute, because I need clarity. Okay, so the next stage is interest. This is when we're dating. This is when we're going on our first date. This is when we're pulling out all the stops. This is when we are talking a good game, talking about who we are, what we do, and how we do it. You know what I'm saying? This is the interest stage. They're interested, and so they're going to stick around for a minute. They're going to see what you all about. And so this is where you are telling them who you are. This is when you are using your blogs to give them information. This is when you're giving them, maybe you're giving them a freebie. You know, like if you're on a date, somebody's going to give you some flowers. They may give, you know what I'm saying? Like this is that part of the date, right? Everybody, please and thank you. Hit the thumbs up, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. So this is where you're going to start talking about who you are, your messaging and stuff like that. So this is what we're doing in the interest stage, right? So now after the interest stage, now we're building trust, right? Because in a relationship, after the first date, I like you, we're going to stick around, we're going to do this a little bit more often. Now I got to build trust, because now I got to trust you. I got to know who I'm going out with. I got to know that I'm not going out with Killer Joe, right? I got to know that I'm interested in you, and I believe and I trust in what you got going on, right? And so now we're building trust. And so how are we going to build trust? Right? This may be the time when the person's going to introduce you to some friends. This may be the time when they're going to share some more intimate moments about their lives and stuff like that, right? So this is in the dating world. But now if we're going to bring it back and relate this to the business world, we're going to say, in this particular moment, this is when you're going to be sharing testimonials. This is where you're going to be sharing reviews. This is where you're going to be showing videos of people loving it and trying it and buying it and da 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 da. This is where you're going to show where you have the social proof. This is when people are going, you're going to repost videos and not repost, but put up reviews and the videos from the reviews. You're going to put those up, the feedback, customer feedback. And so this is that moment, right? And so when you're doing that, if you don't have your website together, and this is what I was saying, so you don't overthink. If you don't have your website together, don't feel bad if you have to go into your DMs to grab a message and crop it and use that for your review. Take that into Canva. Go get you one of those review templates, or if it's a video you want to do, however you want to do it, you can make it into a reel or you can make it into a review. It's totally up to you. Or make it up, I mean, not into a review, into a post. You can make it into a post, right? It's totally up to you how you want to send that message out there into the world. But definitely just take something from your DMs, or you could take something from your comments and use that as a review, just in case you don't have your website ready or you don't have a review system set up for you. So you can definitely go into it that way. Or you can ask your friends and family to give a review and take a video of themselves, and you could use that video as social proof. You could use that video as, customer feedback. So don't overthink. Don't overthink. It's very, very simple, very easy to do, especially if you, like I said, if you don't have your reviews set up, don't worry about it. Go start looking back into your DMs, go back to your comments and see what you can take. See what you can take and bring over. So let me see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so Michi says, yesterday's class got me thinking a lot about my brand. I have a lot to work on. It's okay. We all do. It's okay. Aware, interest, intent, and I think convert. Come on, Ms. Lois. Come on, Ms. Lois. Yes. I can catch all of you today. All right. Come on, Miss Quell. Come on, Miss Quell. Good morning, Laura. Laura's in the building, y'all. Good morning, Laura. I would like to know how to get customers to leave reviews without being pushy. Listen, you have to ask for it. Remember, we were talking about asking for the sale. If you don't ask for the sale, if you don't give them a call to action, they're not you don't give them a call to action, they're going to do nothing. So if you want them to review, then you ask them for reviews. If they don't review immediately, like after purchase or something like that, give them some kind of incentive that is going to incentivize them to leave a review. If not, just ask them, if there's somebody on your social media feed, ask them, hey, how did you like your blah 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 blah. You can ask them, or you can send them a DM. And if they respond to you in the DM, take that information from the DM again, put that into Canva, create that into a review post or video reel, and put that up. If you have and I know you're on Etsy, so Etsy does send your customers a review request, right? They do that, but then maybe they're not engaged. Like, because I leave a review on I think I did leave a review for you, but a lot of Etsy sellers I don't leave reviews for, right? Just for no reason, right? It's I can't say, oh, I don't do it because I didn't like the product or the service. I absolutely love what I got, but I just didn't feel like doing it, and I just didn't want to do it. It's in my way, and I want it out my way. I want it off my screen. So what you can do is think about a way that you would want somebody to engage with you, another business that you would want to engage with you, and what would make you leave them a review. What would make this experience so amazing that they want to leave a review? Think about that and then come up with your plan on how you are going to come across and ask for that review, right? That may come in the form of you sending out the customer card, right? That may be in the form of, hey, click this QR code so that you can leave me a review immediately. That can come in the form of tag me in your video of you wearing this, or send me a DM or send me a message, or if you purchase from me, I'll give you 10% off on Etsy, and then remind them again that you sent them 10%. Hey, don't forget to use your 10% coupon. Christmas is coming up, da 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 da. Oh, and by the way, I can make you a custom blah 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 blah. I can personalize a custom blah 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 blah, because that is what you do, right? Or I can give you a bundle set on this and this, this and this and this, because I know that your previous order was a pretty large order. And so I want to, make some things that match, or, however you want to word it, Meech, however you want to word it, but give them some incentive to leave you a review. Everybody's not excited about leaving a review. That's just point blank period. Everybody's not excited about leaving reviews. I'm not excited about leaving reviews, but I do like for people to leave me reviews, right? And so I got to do better with my reviews, because if I want people to do something, then I got to be the person that's doing it too. But I also know that I have emails that go back to them. So after they purchase, about 10 days later, I automatically have a response that sends something out to them and say, hey, you received your package. We just want to know how you feel about your package. We just want to know if you're enjoying your purchase, da 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 da. That is on my website. And so you go into your back end and see what you have on your website as far as messaging is concerned, and you may be able to do it that way. Let me know if I answered your question, Meech. Let me know if I answered your question. I learned how important reviews are. They are, because people are looking at them. People are looking to see if other people are enjoying your product. People are looking to see if other people are having a great experience with your services, especially if something was delayed and it went to somebody kind of late, and you kind of have to fix that situation, and maybe they left a negative review, and you don't want all your reviews to just seem like nothing's ever happened in the company, or there's never any hiccups or anything like that. But if should something happen like that, then you could say, oh, by the way, and put a comment on there like, okay, so we shipped your product out free of charge, da 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 da. Please let us know when you get it, and leave us another review or something like that. We would love to get your feedback. We apologize for the mishap, or the unsatisfactory service, but we are fixing this immediately. You got to let people know that yes, there are some things that are going to go wrong because it's business, right? There's some things that are going to be delayed. There was a package that was shipped to me, and inside this package was supposed to be 2 books, right? So it was 3 things in the package. I only received one thing. The other 2 things didn't show up, and there was no evidence that this thing was even, on its way. We don't know where it's at. So for right now, that thing is lost, right? And so if something like that should happen, and that had nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the sender, it had everything to do with what happened in transit, right? You have no control over that. So you can say that, as you know, we have no control with what's going on with the postal service or whatever service that you use, but we want to let you know that we sent this package out to you. We sent this package back out to you. Please let us know when you receive it, da 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 da, with an additional whatever. And you don't want to do it where everybody will be like, oh, well, I lost my package too, and people take advantage of it. You don't want to do it like that, but you just want to let people know. We know that there's going to be some hiccups, and if there's going to be some hiccups, we are going to fix it, because that's what we do. Right? It's not just going to be a loss. So somebody may be looking at that like, oh, I've experienced that before. And I'm so glad that you've addressed something like that. And a lot of the times people just leave those kind of comments right there. No, don't leave those comments right there. Let people know that you are engaging with them. Let people know that you are rectifying that situation immediately. Don't just leave that negative comment there, or don't just not post it, because if you don't post it, somebody is going to say, oh, they're hiding their comments now. Oh, and that's common, right? Oh, they're hiding their comments now. Oh, they're blocking their comments. Oh, they're deleting their comments. These are things that people are going to say if you do not put that out there, especially because if they left you a negative comment or something, they're going to check to see if that negative comment is still there, or if you blocked it, or if you deleted it. They're going to check that. And so if they're going to check, make sure that you address it immediately, right? And so people don't say, not people don't say, but people will say that, oh, okay, their customer service is extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that they are doing that, and they're saying that. So if you got the negative comments, make sure that you come back and you fix it, right? Make sure you come back and you fix it. And even if it's not totally fixed, just make sure you let them know, we are rectifying this situation right now. We want to know what happened, and we are fixing it right now. We are behind the scenes making sure that everything is taken care of. You don't want to just leave that there. Let me see. Good morning, Laura. I would like to know how to get customers to leave. Okay, I did that one. Think I'm overthinking. I am gathering my reviews now. That's right. Get that social proof, girl. Get that social proof. I'm getting better with scheduling content, and I needed my testimonial post today. Okay, got you. Some of my sales are through IG Messenger, and then so if you got some sales through IG Messenger, you want to definitely engage with them, because they're actively engaged with you. So you want to make sure snatch up what you got in the messenger and utilize that, especially if it works for you, if it benefits your company, right? Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Yazzie Faye's in the building. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a terrible reviewer. I know I am. I'm not even gonna act like I'm not. I know I am. Yes, Miss Queller's in the building. Yes, and yes. Just happened to me yesterday. They said they delivered my fragrance oil and I never got it. Right. And so if you leave a review, like let's say, Yolanda said, oh, I didn't receive my oil. She called the company, and the company is like, well, there's nothing we can do. Well, it's just lost. Up, we can't do anything. Up, file a claim. Up, talk to your postal service. Up. If they did that, she's gonna have a nasty taste in her mouth when she has to purchase from them again, right? They need to fix it. You rather have a fixed relationship with a customer than a broken one, because if you have a broken relationship with a customer, you're not going to get them back. Plus, that customer is going to go out into the world and slander your name, your business, and your service, right? And so that's not what you want, right? You want to make sure that you have the good energy, the good karma, the positive vibes. And so you want to fix this. This is something that I had to learn because I don't have a customer service background besides the fact, of owning my own business. But I never worked in customer service where I had to make sure my customer was always happy. And so when there are times when there are customers that are just, everybody is not thinking, oh yeah, she's just gonna fix it. Some people out there scamming, some people out there just trying to, be on the come up. There's some things that are going on, and I had to understand that you can't just speak to anybody just the way the way you speak to somebody. Because let me tell you something, when somebody says something to me, I'm like, huh, who you talking to? Like, check yourself, right? But you can't do that in customer service. You can't do that with your own business, because yes, it makes you feel better on the inside, but really you're trying to make sure you maintain that customer and gain more, right? And so you, like my mother said, you gain more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And so you just got to sweeten it up a little bit. You got to sweeten it up a little bit. Okay, I see that this happened. This is what we're going to do to fix it. Let me know how my service was. Da 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 da. You got to do that. Those are the things that are going to help you build this brand, right? Everybody is not going to appreciate it, but they'll be able to respect the fact that you did do what you did. You did go above and beyond to make sure that their service and their experience was amazing, right? So don't act as yourself if you're handling your customer service. Do not act like you. Act like somebody in the customer service human resources department, right? Be outside of your thing. Don't be so connected to it, because you want to respond and be like, wait a minute, this my stuff, this my project, this my baby. You're not going to be speaking about my baby like that, and you don't want to do that. That's not how you want to respond. Let me see. I experienced that with a manufacturer I wanted to work with. They don't respond to messages or emails. They also delete all of the negative comments, and I don't deal with them. Right. And so do you not want to have, now you could have been an advocate for the brand. You could have been telling them, could have been telling other people that do things, oh, this is where I purchased this from. You could be saying it on in your videos. This is where I purchased this, this product from da 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 da. I absolutely love this. And you could have been giving them rave reviews, but now you have a bad taste in your mouth. So now when anytime you have to do something, you're going to make sure that you're going to avoid it. If you're speaking to other people that are product makers, you're going to tell them don't order from there. And so that doesn't look well. That doesn't look good for them. And if they did it to you, then they're doing it to a lot of other people as well. Right. And so they're harming their business. And then you'll see they'll start changing their customer service when enough people start complaining, when enough people start talking about their poor service, and they're not returning things and not refunding you and all of that other stuff. When they get enough of those negative reviews and it start affecting their sales, then they're going to start to make a change. But you don't want to wait till it gets there. You want to make sure that you are, this is your name. You got to stand on your name. You got to stand on your word, right? So you want to make sure that you're continuously building that up. Continuously building that up. Chantel says, I follow a skincare brand who posts the negative reviews she gets from customers and addresses the negative review and how it was resolved. And that's a good way to look at it, because then they won't say, oh, well, you ignored me, or, oh, I sent you a DM. Because, people are really ballsy. They will get on your page and they will get under your comments and they will post on every single thing and say, well, I responded to you and you deleted it. Oh, you don't answer your DMs. Check your DM. I sent you a message. I never received my stuff. Da, da, da. They will go down the line and continue to leave you negative reviews. And it's just going to take one or two people, some couple of people looking at it, and they're going to be like, oh, I'm not going to make that sale. Oh, I'm not going to purchase from them. Oh, I don't like their customer service. Oh, let me unfollow them because this is not in alignment with what I want. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want that for your brand. You don't want that for your brand. Isn't there insurance you can get when you send out packages? So if they get damaged, yes, you can. You get insurance with the postal service. You can also have insurance when you are you can say that this was a lost package when you do your taxes and things like that. There is ways that you can recoup this money, or things like that, but you just got to make sure that you are taking care of your customer. You got to make sure. Yes, it may cost you in the front end, but you got to make sure that it's going to take care of you in the long run, right? And make sure you got to take care of it in the long run. Sometimes we understand how important customer service is as a business owner. Sometimes we don't. I'm thinking, right? Sometimes we don't understand how important customer service is as a business owner? Let me see if that's what you mean, Melissa. I know I'm probably way behind. Keep a list of those that complain as well. The scammers will overplay their hands. They will, and they do. Um, I've had quite a few scammers in my experience as a business owner. I've had quite a few people who said they haven't received stuff when they have the tracking says it was delivered to the person signed, the person did this, it went to the locker, it went to the mailman, it went, like, there's lots of times when there people are going to say, oh well, I just didn't get it. And there's certain companies when they are going to dispute it. There's certain companies that you don't win with, and one of them is Stripe. But you want to make sure you still do whatever you gotta do. You still got to do what you gotta do. You just gotta think, if you scam me, it's gonna come back to you. So you may have gotten this, but whatever you did gonna come back to you. So you may have gotten over on me, but you ain't gonna get over on the next person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you will be rewarded. So you just got to think about it like that, because again, it's so easy for you to just think, everybody is scamming, everybody is doing this. Like, I know sometimes when my customers say, well, I didn't get it, and I know that they're tried and true customers, I don't even check, or you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you didn't get it. Let me send it out to you ASAP. Oh, something was missing in your package, and I felt like I double checked it, or you know what I'm saying? I felt that everything was accurate. If they told me something is missing in their package and they're my customers, guess what? I'm sending it out to them ASAP, right? Because I don't want them to feel like, the experience is not up to par. Right? I want them to feel like they're going to always have a great experience with me, and they're always going to refer me to somebody else. Right? And also because I want to go back to keep a list. Sometimes if people are scamming you and you see that the order came through again, you don't want to send that out and then they send out another chargeback, right? You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure, like, if I have a name, sometimes not sometimes, I do have a list of names, and not, it's a short list of people who have done stuff like that. So if I see their name on my orders, I'm like, okay, refund that immediately, because I'm not going to send out that order because you are now a blocked customer. I'm not going to, there's no effort that I'm going to put forth in, cultivating that relationship. That relationship is just a done deal, and you can take that to somebody else, right? You're not going to stress me out. You're not going to stress me out, okay? Let me see. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She said, wild words from your mother. The honey. Yes, I love business that addresses the negative comments. At least they're trying to correct the problem. The ones that delete those comments, I give them the side eye, bombastic side eye. Right? Definitely. And I don't order. Right? Because especially if you've seen it, then all of a sudden you don't see it anymore. Then you're like, now you're questionable, right? Now you're questionable. Let me see. Arcani Hair Products has a whole Facebook group dedicated to their poor customer service, orders not received, etc. All right. Insurance is included when buying postage for packages, depending on what service you are using. Yes, and you can also purchase additional insurance if you know that the order or the purchase is more than the insurance will cover. Because I think insurance covers up to, I think it's $50 if I'm not mistaken. I know for the UPS, I know that, I mean, USPS is about $50. So if what's the contents is more than $50, then you're going to have to purchase additional insurance. Okay, yes, we don't. Okay, got you. Sugar Orchid Luxury. Hey, I use Route on my Shopify store. They can choose to pay it or not. That insures their packages. That insurance that they package. That insures their package. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Don't use PayPal. They don't refund. They don't ask questions. I'm telling you. I don't like any of the credit card processors that will not listen to your side, right? Especially if you have proof. And the reason why I mentioned Stripe was because every time I had a Stripe chargeback, they never, even providing proof, I never won. I never won. So just saying, just saying. But PayPal is not one of them. PayPal works to me better than Stripe. I just found out there's an app that detects scammers' cards or address. Okay. And the red flag pops up when they order from your website. Use it, because a lot of the times you'll have people send you something and they say, "Oh, I have a big order." And let me know if any of you guys had this scam. And I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna look at your comments so I could be up to date, but I'm gonna tell you the scam. Okay, so Kim says, as a customer service manager in my 9 to 5, I turned a lot of disappointing customers into loyal ones by addressing issues and concerns with kindness. Right, right. There goes the honey. Right. But what I was going to say. Oh, okay. So about the red flags, right? So has anybody experienced this? We're gonna talk about conversion tomorrow. Okay, so has anybody experience this when you had customers that say, or not customers, let's say somebody potential, they send you a message, it may be an email, could be a DM, they send you a message and say, "Oh, I have a large order and I just didn't know if I was going to be able to put it through on your website. Can I order through you directly?" To me, that's immediately no. That's immediately no, because anything that you want, you can definitely order off my website, unless it's a customized thing for a customized event, a personalized thing for a custom event. There is no other way that you're going to get anything. I'm not going to create you an invoice for something different. If you're ordering something that you can just go ahead and get off of my website, then why are you sending me a DM to ask me to send you an invoice? So that automatically gives me a red flag. That automatically tells me I'm not going to do that. They're like, "Oh, can I just this is my order. It's an international order, and I want to give you my credit card number, and can you do it that way?" Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You're not going to give me a credit card number and I'm going to process it that way either. No, we can't do that. You're going to go to the website and you're going to do it that way. Let me know if anybody has ever experienced that. And then in that time, they'll have chargebacks, because now you gotta prove things. In that time, they will wait till they receive the order, then they'll cancel it. Then you know what I'm saying? Like, so many things could be popping up because of that one thing. And no, I don't do that. I don't do that. If you ask me, can I invoice you? I cannot. Especially, like I said, if it's not something custom and we're talking about some event, maybe a wedding, or you know what I'm saying, or it's a wholesale order. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And if I'm doing a wholesale order, the company is reputable. If I'm doing the person is reputable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just doing it with any random person. Like, it has to be done in the manner that it's supposed to. And if I have to create, if it's like on Etsy or something, if I have to create you a custom order, I'm going to create you a custom order, and you're going to go through Etsy and you're going to pay them, and you're going to go through their fraud protection and their whatever, and that's how you're going to do that order. Oh, but it doesn't go through. Oh, well, I can't help you. I'd rather turn down that order, and it could have possibly been something, than me taking that order and it's a whole entire scam. Right? I'd rather just not take that order. Period. Period. Let me see. All right, so I see a lot of people in the chat. They've experienced it too. So Melissa says yes, Chantel says yes, cousin says yes, right? I need an IP address. I hear that. I hear that. Yep. No, but I got a message on Etsy asking if I can make some products with the design they bought off of Etsy, and asked me to download the image. I said they need to send me the image without me downloading it. And if you got the image, then go to where you got that image and see if they could do it for you. Because why do I gotta download it? Haven't heard from them since. And the message disappeared after a while. Yep, because they probably got caught. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. contractual wholesaling. Sign this, please. Absolutely. You gonna sign it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get this taken care of. We are not, I am not going to just send out that information. So like I said, I'd rather have no sale, and you know what I'm saying, and possibly risk the chance that it could have been real. Like that just would be one off, as opposed to it being some scam and now I'm going through a whole bunch of stuff. I have a friend who her shop was on, and I told you guys, you got to make sure that your shop is compatible for people with handicaps and things like that, right? And so somebody who was blind was trying to order something from her, and okay, so I got two friends. Okay, so somebody who was blind was trying to order makeup and said that they're suing her because she didn't have the descriptions on to make it clear enough for them. And it was a scam because one friend was doing it there in makeup, one friend was over here, it was happening to her in soap, and those are the two friends that I had that I knew that this was going on. And I was like, this has got to be a scam. And then somebody else had said something like that. And it was like, oh, I got to start changing my website because now it has to be handicap. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. I think it's three letters, and it has to be. It has to. Your website has to be like that because then people who actually legit have these handicaps are could sue you for discrimination. And these people had lawsuits. Like one of my friends actually had to go through a whole entire lawsuit. Matter of fact, both of them went through lawsuits. Both of them, because a blind person said that they couldn't see the products because they didn't put the descriptions in the pictures. That we don't utilize that thing. We see it and we just overlook it, but you have to put in what's in the picture. You got to describe it, right? Because if somebody has a handicap, they need to be able to see, to understand what it is when they want to purchase it, right? And so I'd rather have said no than have to go through a whole entire lawsuit, to have to get lawyers involved, to have now my income and my revenue and all of that is being questioned, and now they're holding money, now they're holding funds. I'd rather say no than all of that happen, right? I'd rather say no before that happened, so both parties are accountable. Absolutely. Yes, I learned from y'all about contracts, telling y'all don't play. Don't alt, yes, thank you so much. Alt text. Do not do not do not do any business and make have you don't have contracts. You want to have contracts. You want to make sure that you know exactly who you're doing business with, because people will try to screw you in the end, and you don't want to let that happen to you, right? I'd rather avoid it than be screwed over, right? Because you don't want the school to be that lesson, right? I don't need my lesson to be lawyers fees, held income, held monies or whatever, or now my store has to be shut down for a time because all of this stuff is going on. I'd rather not deal with that. I'd rather not. And I think as business owners, we need to avoid that at all costs. We need to avoid that at all costs, right? You got to make sure that it is compatible so that, don't overlook it when it says, what is this picture about? Don't overlook it. Fill it in. Fill it in. I don't care if you put two words in there. They can't say, well, it wasn't descriptive enough, but it was there. So you can make the judgment, right? If I said it's a red soap, it's a red soap. I don't have to say it's a red soap that does da 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 da. Right? Even if you just do that, don't avoid that. Fill it in. Fill it in. That's just one thing that I will tell you guys. Right. Right. I will fight after that. I'm telling you, they hold your money. You can't open your store. They're affecting your livelihood, just all because somebody is scamming. Right? They're not considerate at all, right? And so you want to make sure that you protect yourself and you protect your business. There was a time that I had an order from Taiwan, and I didn't feel good about the order, right? But it was a really big order, and I did not feel good about it at all. And I was like, I spoke to one of my friends, and I was like, I really don't feel good about this order. And I ended up sending it out anyway against my better judgment. And I don't really know if anything came of it, but I sent it out against my better judgment. And so my friend said, well, your lesson would be, your tuition would be trust your gut, and whatever that cost you, in order for you to have learned that lesson, to never do that again, and to know that you should trust your instinct. That's just going to be your lesson, that you know what I'm saying? That's the price you pay for that lesson. Right? So listen to your gut. If something is telling you that something, is not right, you may want to avoid that. You may want to avoid that. That has nothing to do with what we were talking about, right? But you want to avoid that. That is just, if you feel it, don't do it. Don't do it. And there was a certain amount of my stuff, and I was like, why do they need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought about, maybe they was gonna send my stuff to a lab, maybe they were going to copy my recipe, maybe they were going, like, it just did not feel right. And then I even looked up the place to see, like, where would this be delivered? It wasn't a shop. It was just like, um it was a street, and it was a weird looking street. Like, there was no businesses on the street. It looked like maybe it was some like buildings or some houses or some apartment buildings. Like, it looked really like who purchased my stuff? Like, where is it going? And so, yeah, you don't want to do that. And I sent it out after, I sent it out, and then I started researching and looking everything up, because just something didn't sit right with me. And then I started researching, and I started looking, and that's all of the stuff that I found. And I was like, I should have never sent it. I should have never sent it. Has anyone had issues with chargebacks from using Square? Square has been pretty decent. I don't use Square anymore, but Square has been pretty decent. I haven't had any real problems with Square. I haven't received one as of yet. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. So, with that being said, let's touch on at least one of the conversions for the week, right? So, let me see. Credibility building strategies you can implement. All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. We'll go into tomorrow. We'll go into intent, evaluation, and purchase. After purchase, we'll go into that tomorrow. But what credibility building strategies can you implement? Let's say you don't have anything popping now. Let's say you're not doing any reviews now. Let's say that you're not sharing any stories about your customers and social proof of people using your stuff. What can you do immediately today? What can you do to implement credibility building strategies? What can you do immediately today? You get off right now and you say, I want to start building trust. What can you do to start building trust with your customers? And don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't say you got to go back and look at the orders and see who did it. You ain't got to do all of that. You don't have to do all of that. What can you do that is going to show some social proof, that is going to show that people are enjoying your products, or just basic exceptional customer service, going above and beyond? What can you showcase today? Today. What could you share with your audience? What could you share? I haven't received one. Okay, you haven't received the chargeback. Got you. Also, what word do you want to talk about tomorrow? I thought you supposed to have the word, cousin. You supposed to have the word. You supposed to have the word. Maybe it's intention. Maybe it's intention. I passed some samples. All right, and I had them post on it. Utilize that. If somebody posts about you and you see it, repost it. Give them a feature. So that's the thing you can do. You can repost somebody if they did something and they spoke about your product. If they showed it, they showed a haul or something like that. Our customers are talking about this. Our customers are saying this. Thank you so much to our customer blah 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 in Florida. She said da 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 da. That kind of information is going to be beneficial to you. Even though you think that, oh, I don't need to be putting that type of stuff up, you do, because somebody's going to need that confirmation. Somebody's going to need to see that. Somebody's going to need to see that there's some social proof behind your brand. Somebody is going to need to see that people really are digging what you got going on, right? People are digging what you got going on behind the scenes. Let me see. Child, imposter syndrome. No, Yazzie Faye, that is not the word for the week. The word of the week is from the word imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is not in the Bible. Well, maybe it is. It is. It is. It is in stories. But no. Accountability. Got you. Text. I get pics. Text. I get pics. Text or get wait. Text I get or pics I get of my customers using their products. Absolutely. And encourage them. Encourage them to use it and send you pictures and videos. And if you posted and you said, okay, I want your feedback, if they don't answer you immediately, it's okay. Sometimes people need to see things three to 7 to 11 times, right? They need to continuously see it before they even do what you ask them to do. And that's okay. So if you say, oh, I said it before, but they're not responding, keep on saying it until somebody is doing it. And when you do see somebody do it, start setting the habit of it happening, right? Start setting that cycle going. So you say, all right, well, you posted that, let me grab that and I'm gonna post it. Now other people are seeing that you did that, and they want to be recognized too. They want their names to be mentioned in what you got going on too, right? People love to hear their names. People love to see their content, unless they're like hiding on the internet. And even so, you can just say, well, thank you to this customer in wherever they're at, right? We appreciate you sharing da 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 da. Right? This shows people that people are actually purchasing your stuff. People will buy your stuff when they know other people are interested in it, right? People buy different brands because they see everybody else doing it. And this is why people show it so much. This is why people do social proof. Because if you see other people doing it, then you're going to be like, oh, well, if they're doing it, I could be doing it too. Not so much about just, copycatting like that. But if I'm seeing that you having a really nice candle and I love candles, I'm going to try that brand. I'm going to see what this brand is all about. Why? Because I love candles, right? And it's not about me copying you, but it's the fact that, oh, you try something that you say is different. Let me try this and see if it's different. Let me try this new brand. Let me give them a chance. So you want to make sure that you're showing your social proof. Make sure that you're showing your social proof. Let me see. Can you cover product production in detail? Please, in terms of keeping items in stock effectively. Possibly in another lesson, maybe later this week or the following. It would be greatly appreciated. Product production in detail. Do you mean like doing kind of like a schedule of how you're doing things? Is it kind of documenting the process? Is it like, what do you mean exactly? And keeping items in stock effectively that we had Inventora. So if you would like to go back to that, Inventora actually has inventory management, an inventory management software, excuse me, and you're able to input however many of whatever products you have. It also integrates with websites, so it integrates with Shop, Squarespace, I think she said Wix, Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, and Etsy. Those are the four that I definitely know that they integrate with. And so it will actually maintain your inventory. So are you speaking of that? Let me know in the chat. Oh, I don't read the Bible. You don't read the Bible, but you read the Quran, and it's still is about, the what we do in life. Discernment, discernment, discernment. That's a good one. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Yes. All right. So let me know if that's what you mean, Alpha Bree. And we can get to that next week. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So everybody, what's one thing that you can do? So I seen that Sherelle said you can, whatever text or video she get from her customers, she could use that. What else can you do? What else can you use? What else can you use? What else can you use to show social proof? Let's make a set. Say you make 20 set. Yes, say you make 20 set that you get to 5 make more. I'm missing it. That you get to 5 make more. All right, D. I'm not understanding. So let me know. Let me know what you're saying. And let me know in the chat. Anything that you could do. Well, since I'm pretty sure everybody is working, I want you guys to include, if you think that because you said something, because you made a post one time asking people for reviews and they don't do it, then make sure that you send it in other places. Make sure that you put it on your stories. Make sure that you send it in your emails. Make sure that you send it in on your thank you cards. Make sure that maybe you have it within a QR code. Make sure that you have other opportunities for them to see that you want them to leave a review. Because once they start seeing it, then it's going to be in their mind, oh, leave a review. Oh, leave a review. Oh, I'm seeing it everywhere. So that's going to confirm the fact that I should be leaving a review on your product. Don't just say it one time and just say, oh, okay. No, you need to say it quite a few times and put it everywhere. Put it everywhere that it needs to be. Everywhere that it needs to be. Let me see. Sell down to 5. Oh, okay. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying. So so you're saying like the low inventory. So if you said 20 and it gets down to 5, it's going to inform you to make more because you only have 5, right? Share images customers sent you with their reviews in your website. Definitely put it on your website. And or social media. Is that what you mean? Yes, it's exactly what I mean. It's exactly what I mean. She messes me up. Are you talk texting? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. If they send you pictures, if they at you, repost it, show them. Do packing orders, those type of things. These type of things are going to give you some social proof. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. So with that being said, while I'm waiting for you guys to respond, I am going to speak to y'all in the morning. But beforehand, I want you guys to make sure that if you are watching the replay, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 100K. I am trying to get there before December 31st. I have very lofty goals. So I'm gonna need you guys to take this video and I need y'all to share it out with everybody and tell them to subscribe. Also, join us tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Nikki. We are going to keep on talking about conversions. As also, I sent you an email out at, I want to say 8:30, or it might have been 8:45 in the morning. Please make sure that your emails did not go to the spam folder. There's some information on there. Also, I put the information to my notes in the Honor Society. So if you have not yet joined the Honor Society, go on over to our community, which is on Bubble Babes, BABEZ, university.com. Click community and you'll be able to access all of the information there. We have a bunch of tabs open for the free community where you're able to get Coffee with Nikki. There's some general conversation, things like that in the community. But if you click the Honor Society, you have it's a paid membership where you have access to previous classes, free classes, recipes, downloads, resources, all kinds of information is there. What else do I want to say to y'all? What else? I think that's it. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, so we can post asking people to send us pics and reviews for us to post on our socials. Right. Absolutely, Sherelle. Somebody beat me to the question. Got you. I need to find out what reward system Sheen has because everybody reviews and asks people to. Well, if you don't need to find out what system they have, you need to see what you have within your website host that you have, that what app you can use to do that. Right, and then you need to see how to SMS. You need to see how you can do text message. So you could do slick text. You can see if your whatever you're using for social media for your email marketing. See what they have, but definitely see what apps are available for whatever you have. Right, because the apps that I have available in BigCommerce, they don't cross over into Shopify sometimes, or Shopify has all the apps, and sometimes the apps that they have don't have BigCommerce don't offer. So you want to just make sure, look and see what your apps, look and see what your website host offers, and then use one of their apps. Right? Use one of their apps. The Honor Society is lit. Period. Period. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Tamara. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everybody. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me this morning. I hope that you guys have a fantastic and amazing day. Don't forget to make sure that you subscribe. And I'm going to do I want to reset? No, we're going to just come into it tomorrow. We're going to come in hot tomorrow and we are going to finish up conversions. And I will see you guys in the morning, but I'm definitely going to see you in your story. So make sure y'all look out for me because that's what I'm going to be doing. Y'all have an amazing day, y'all. Wait, look behind their site and see who's hosting. Yes, you can do that. You can use Koala. You can use Koala if they're using Shopify. You can see what apps they have, and it'll tell you all the apps that they have and what they do if you have Shopify. With that being said, y'all, I will talk to y'all in the morning. See y'all later. Bye.